Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be looking at this slightly massacred 66A3A dial. This is a rare Autovon dial. These can you can look on eBay. Sometimes these go for like 500 bucks. I don't know, they're really hard to get. I also have a 66C3A, which is a more advanced version, and it has more contacts linked with the buttons when you press them. Whereas this one, you can see, does not have any on that side. It only has the one set. So luckily I have both this dial and this sheet to look at for the connections. This is pretty much the last step in reviving this phone that I have the schematic for. 3568 telephone. And so I have the key strip all put in. I actually soldered and connected in the line cord correctly. That all tested fine. Put in a network. This is not the correct network. Put in a polarity guard. Put in a new custom-made MA4 relay for the 4-wire transmitting. I made this one myself. Reverse engineered it. It's pretty simple. It's just a 24-volt relay. And I also had to take out and resolder wires on this. It's basically the hook switch. They call it a line switch assembly in the schematic. There were 3 wires that had been mutilated. This phone was kind of bizarre, that it seemed like it was used as a special... I was told it was used as some sort of special communication circuit that didn't really use the network, and it was just over a special modem line. And I just don't understand why they needed to actually cut out wires, or if it was just a plain accident. Either way, so that was fixed. And so now we're just onto the dial. I kind of think this was just direct intentional mutilation of the wires, which I just find really dumb that they actually cut these out. So you can see there, they're just snapped off right there on the connections, straight just murdering the dial. This one, even though it is more complex, does have a lot of pretty much the exact same connections. You can see that the layout is almost identical for both dials. This one has slightly more, a little bit more contacts built in here, but the connections up here on the board are the same from what I can see, according to both the schematic and looking at the remnant of the color of wire. So it's just really annoying. Because now I'm going to have to deal with, number one, figuring out where the wires went, because it might just be me, but I don't really understand these letters that they put. They don't seem to actually coordinate to any of them. There are colors here. But like these seem to be X, W, Y, Z. I guess you could try and... There's not that many. There's not like 26 layers, though, I don't think. So that doesn't make sense either. I don't know. If anybody knows, I guess you can feel free to comment, but I'm going to have figured it out by then anyway. But basically, I circled in the schematic which ones are wrong or missing. So when I started out, green, white, red, orange, and I think white, blue were completely gone, where they weren't even with the dial anymore. And then I went back through. Violet was soldered in the wrong spot. White was soldered in the wrong spot. And red, green is partially done wrong. If you look at red, green on this intact dial, it's jumpered to two different spots. If I can peel these stupid wires out of the way. You can sort of see red-green there. There's red-green coming in, and then red-green jumpers over to here. And that's also correct when comparing it to the schematic, that red-green is connected to two different sets of contacts. And on here, it's only connected to one. The violet lead was soldered onto that blob. Sort of bigger looking. And definitely hacked. I don't know, this is just stupid, though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of... So, what I'm going to have to do now is just, I know that the white wire is supposed to go on there, where that little left of a nubbin is. Yeah, it's like here, green, red just says W, red says V, 2. So we know the numbers are actually corresponding to these on the circuit board, which is nice. This is a regular 35AF3A dial, and this does not have nice numbers. Granted, this is a more simple dial, but it's nice to actually put the numbers on this board. But still, I don't completely know all these wires that were cut, as I'm almost thinking that there will be more I'll need to put in according to... I mean, they were obviously here at one point, and they were cut off. There's not this many missing, though, and I know that some of the ones that are missing go on here directly. And so I don't know where these go. I think that they might actually go into the oscillator or something else, and they've been removed. So this will be fun. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video sort of complaining and showing this as I'm going along, and then hopefully I can get this to all work, and it's going to go inside of this phone and magically be working.